Hello, 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 and welcome to PTV Designs for You. Now, this weekend, today, Saturday, December 28th, 2024, I'm going to a neon themed birthday party. And before even thinking about it, I know I don't have anything neon to wear or to wear. So I said, well, let me make a necklace and some earrings and a bracelet or something like that so that at least my jewelry would be not neon, even if my clothes are not. So at my age, I try to be blend in, not stand out. So what I did first, the tools that I'm using, I really don't know, except that I know that I'm using this 12 gauge aluminum wire, soft wire, and that'll be my choker type necklace base. So I went on ahead and twisted it. This is about 48 inches, and I just twisted it. I was trying to do like a 18 to 20 inch, so that's why I used that much because I knew I was going to twist it, so I knew it was going to get shorter. So I just twisted it some, nothing real fancy or detailed. I just did that. Okay, so and it has like neon colors in it, pretty much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a spiral type design, and I'm gonna put a ball in the middle. I'm gonna use this spiral ball and put it in the middle of the spiral. I don't know how much I'm going to use, so I did not measure it yet. But I put it on here and I put it so that it is not coming through the opposite hole. And then I'm going to start my spiral by just turning it. And once I start turning it, I'm just going to try to space it to be a spiral. And I'm doing this with my hands versus pliers because this aluminum wire does scratch very, very, very easily. So I'm gonna try to obtain a spiral. I know it's not gonna be as tight as I want it, or maybe it will be. I'm just kind of rolling it onto the wire, rolling it along with the wire, I should say. And I'm not, um, I'm trying to get at least all the colors in there. And with spiraling, sometimes you have to take it very slow in order to get the effect that you want, and so that it doesn't start getting on top of it of each other. So what I'm looking at will probably be the back end of it. Now with the choker part, I did use my nylon pliers to kind of oops, work harden it, because like I said, this is really soft wire. I even stopped making a lot of jewelry to sell with it because it's so soft, and I didn't want people to wear it and when they take it off, it just goes haywire, just misshapes. So I basically use it for myself or for something that is meant to, that you can easily you can see where how you supposed to fit it back on there. So like I said, I'm using my nylon pliers if I have to use pliers at all, because this scratch is so easy. And I'm just turning it. I wanted it to keep it close so it really has that spiral effect. So I'm kind of taking it slowly so I can get the effect that I want and get the colors all in there. As I said, this is supposed to be neon, but the only other neon I have is this lime green. I could really have put the lime green in it. Dang, I should have. I kind of like that better. It's more neon than this pink. But maybe I'll do another one and have a 2 type layer going on. 2 spirals. And what this is doing is spiraling. I'm trying to keep it close so you can really see where the colors change. And as I said, I usually do this with pliers, but because this marks so easily, and I did not take it off my spool because I didn't know how much I was going to use. I think now, some people can go bigger. Some people will go bigger. I'm going to try to go bigger. But I also, now I got to cut this. Daggone it. Some people do go really big, and I'm going to tell y'all, if I was designing this for me, and I am, I want it to sit, pardon my French, I want it to sit right above my cleavage or right at it. So I don't want to make it too big because I'm designing it a certain way for a certain reason. And look at what I have done. Let me see. I'm going to cut this just so I can get it untangled. Okay. So now I'm do or die. This is what I have to work with. I got about 12 and a half, almost 20 inches left. And I'm just going to straighten this out with my nylon pliers so that I can have it a little hard. I'm going to hard it. Okay. So I'll continue turning. And if it starts acting real frumpy, I'm just going to place my thumb here and wrap this around. In another circle. And I'm going to start another spiral. So I just place my thumb there just to stop it. And now I'm just going to start another spiral right there. I really should have made sure I was in the middle. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start another spiral. And again, this one's going to be smaller. That's okay. And it's not going to have anything in the middle of it. But what I'm going to do, I can move this up a little bit. Now, this is how I did it, you know, right? Okay. So you see that what I was going for. So if you would do it differently, or there are some different tools that you can use, put it down in the comments. I gladly read them and appreciate your feedback. So I have this, and I can see now that this is not doing. See why I said that it moves. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm considering how I'm going to end this. And do I want to put another bead on here? Like I said, I wanted that green on here too. And I don't know. Yeah, there it go. I didn't know if it would go. Just to add a little bit more of a neon color to it. A neon feel to it. So now I have to think, okay, so how am I going to attach it to my base? I want to make a pretty tight bell, but since this is such thick wire, I think still what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to wrap this around just for effect, just for design's sake. I'm just going to wrap this around once. Okay. Just to give it a little bit more dimension. Then I'm going to take, sound funny to me. I'm going to take my and I don't see her. You know, I know my pliers by their handle colors. And I don't see light blue up here. So that means my flat nose are not here. Or my black ones. Here's my black ones. So I'm just going to take this and bend her up. Okay. Then to make a bell, I usually have two of them coming. This is probably strong enough to make just a single loop bell. But I think I want to make a double one. Just wrapped it around my finger. And then I'm just going to wrap it around one, 2 times. And pull it so it's straight. Okay, so that's my focal for my choker. Okay, let me snip that off. And tuck that in. Okay. Trying to hold it where I'm not moving the whole thing. And like I said, it mars very easily, so try not to handle it too much. Okay. So we have our, and when I twisted it, I just put a marker right here so that it'll keep its shape, dimension. And now I can just put this on. And there we have our necklace. And we can go to our neon party and shine. Let me try it out. Let me see if I got it right where I want it. Camera around. And it is pretty much where I want it. If I want to get it shorter, I can cut it. But yeah, it's right there where I want it. And that is my spiral choker on a 12 gauge aluminum wire. I barely used any tools except for my cutters, my flesh cutters to cut it with, and my nylon pliers just to harden it a little bit. And then, yeah, I just spiraled it with my hand. Okay, now for the earrings. I'll come back for that. See you later.